the relationship started in my other company, which is a digital recruitment agency, and that was about, as I say, 6 years ago, when we kind of went through a lot of the action coach principles around how we, build, systemize, and operate that business. And so, as we have developed over the years, that's allowed me to pivot and focus on the Edit London. Now, whilst the relationship is very much centered around mentorship, I've applied a lot of what I've learned over those many years, and actually what it's allowed us to do is grow the business 525% growth from year 1 to year 2, and looking at another 500% growth in year 3. And what's really cool about that is applying those principles that, of course, myself and Sanjiv have worked through. The other business, which I still own today, very much runs independently without me, which is great. And furthermore, I've invested in my management teams in both businesses, to support and aid their training as they develop their careers also. I guess if the question is, how easy was it to translate? Relatively easy. We've got a great relationship and a very honest and transparent one where, I'll tell him if I don't quite agree, and he'll rightfully challenge back, in the right ways. So, as I think every business owner will testify, it's always really important to make sure you've got a good objective sounding board. And more importantly, to receive good sound objective advice. And sometimes that advice isn't what you want to hear. And really for me, that was the value of coaching. That's very much actually where our relationship, stands today, through mentorship and guidance, and kind of working out those little challenges that I just can't figure out myself. That's the beauty of coaching in this instance. We continue to this day that, if we set respective targets, goals and plans, then the next part of that ownership is to me to go and to deliver those and report back. So really, really important for any business owner, whether it be you're starting out or you're in a high growth scale up period. We've got about 40 people in Edit London, built over 2 years. But it keeps you accountable. And that's the really key thing with coaching. Currently, in fact, with both management teams, I still activate and use a number of the principles I've learned over, that six-year period. As I give them the right amount of challenge, stretch, and support, I've kind of put my money where my mouth is, I guess, and further invested in their training and development for them to go through the same coaching principles that I have. And above all else, actually, it continues to keep you accountable. And I think, one of the things that as a business owner we all need to, or we should all understand, is actually there's always learning, there's always growth, and we're not always right. If you approach it with an open mind and, understand that it's not a time for money exchange, which I'm sure you'll hear from Sanjiv, and actually focus on, the learnings, then you'll see the real value. So actually, for those people who are still sitting on the fence, try it for 3 to 6 months. Think of it as an investment investment in growth, investment in development, and I'm sure you'll get the results.